You're a student here at Ryerson?
Yeah, right.
Journalism student?
Yeah.
Can you state your name?
Felipe Leite.
Felipe Leite.
Yeah.
And what year are you in?
First year.
Okay. And what sparked your interest in coming to...
Well, we were reading about the site today, and it seemed very interesting what he was doing, and I think that it's something that has to be done, dealt with very quickly. And I come from Brazil, and where I come from, it's way behind than it is here, so I thought it'd be interesting to see what he's working on and maybe bring that back home and spark something down there.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah, so
good stuff.
But congratulations, you guys are doing a wonderful job.
Well, it's all...
Yeah, for sure. But
the charming personality of the superstar, right?
That's great.
What about you? What program are you in?
I'm in journalism.
What year are you in?
I'm in first year.
What's your name?
Rachel Chivers.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think about the Warren's World Initiative?
It's pretty inspiring.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have the nerve to really do everything that he's done, so I really admire him for everything that he's done. I'm so glad that he's getting the attention that he deserves. He really does, so.
Were you aware of disability issues before any of this?
Oh, well, I mean, I've been aware of disability issues, but I think that he's brought in a lot of light to it, and I'm definitely probably going to think about it a lot more than I have, and probably not even as much as we all should, so, yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
People at March of Dimes has taken this initiative with Warren.
And your name is?
Suzanne Hutchison, and I'm the accommodation advisor for the Access Center.
The best access center in Canada.
Well, according to Warren, and I'm very pleased that he said that, and I'm very delighted. And
how did he do today?
He did wonderful. He's just a natural.
Yeah.
It's just a whole other, not about Warren's world, but a whole other world for Warren now.
I think there's some talent.
I do too. Yeah, some hidden talent.
Yeah.
Warren and I had a wonderful relationship over the last 4 years with his academic studies and his course, and it's just graduation, I think, is coming up in June, so
we'll all be there.
He'll be really missed at Ryerson.
Yeah, there's a few of us who are alumni here.
Great, I understand that, yeah.
We'll be here to cheer him on.
Great. Well, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Okay, what's your name?
Aaron Broverman.
And what do you do here at Ryerson?
I'm the outreach coordinator for Access.
Okay, and you basically put this together, is that right?
Well, with the help of my colleagues Sabora Murdoch and Kevin Kwan, we basically work to for help with the non-academic needs of students with disabilities. We put on events like this, we raise awareness, we start petitions, we do a lot of things and advocate for accessibility on campus.
Okay, and this is your colleague, whom we met earlier.
My name is Sabora Murdoch.
Yeah.
And I'm advocacy coordinator for iAccess.
Wonderful. And were you pleased with the overall outcome of
Yeah, it was wonderful. It was sort of twofold. It was great that this was actually a journalism class, a first-year journalism class, and so not only were they able to fulfill their requirements for their course, but they were able to come and learn something. It's really awesome because I'm sure, most of these kids have had no opportunity to learn about accessibility issues and disability issues.
Right.
And so I think they probably learned a lot today.
Well, hopefully it's in the everyday conscience of everyone walking around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, thank you.
I actually wasn't at the event, but I do work for the Student Union, Vice President of Education.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Nora Loretto.
Have you heard of Warren around campus?
Yeah, I know. Well, I do because the Students Union is the kind of the coordinative body that oversees the community service groups. This is one of the ways that we outreach to our students, especially students in marginalized communities. So events like this are incredibly positive. As Boris said, it's unreal that we had an entire class here and had the opportunity to, of course, learn how to cover stuff as a journalism student, but also learn stuff that,
So do you think Warren is going to be Canada's newest sex symbol?
Yeah, it's possible. It's totally possible. I think. I think it's incredible that we have these kind of advocates coming off of university campuses to start talking about these issues because we live in a society that's supposed to be free of barriers to all people and accessible. But as Aaron or Sabora would tell you, that's not at all the case in any way. And the Students Union itself, while we have these services, isn't accessible in a lot of ways. So it's good that it's becoming mainstream-ish and it's necessary, and it's events like this that to get the word out on campus.
You must be proud to be part of this university because it does seem so inclusive.
Well, Ryerson is incredible because you have so many people from so many backgrounds and diverse backgrounds, and because it fosters a kind of activism that isn't seen necessarily on other campuses. We've got a positive space cooperation at the university level that's incredible. We've been trying to get anti-oppression training for the general student population. The community service groups are this year incredibly active. I don't think I remember seeing RY Access and the Working Student Center as active as they've been this year since I've been here. Like it's been great. And then the fact that we have 3 coordinators hired that they can employ students and give students volunteer hours. It's integral, and it just shows like how important like the work of students' unions are on campus, because while we have the Access Center that advocates for students with academic issues, who's going to talk about the student issues where like everything else, like just getting around campus and having a good time and stuff like that.
So you're at your home base here at Ryerson, and you've got your peers and your friends and your colleagues and all the home people. And so how do you think it went?
I thought it went extremely well. I think we got our message across, and the turnout was amazing.
I was watching the crowd that was here, and it looked like it was about 60, maybe 70 people. And people seemed really moved as they were watching the videos and they were listening. It seemed that you made an even further impact on it.
Well, that's the mission of our the Warren's World Initiative, to make an impact and facilitate change. So I'm happy to hear that.
Now, this is a learning experience for a lot of people who were here, because as I was talking to people throughout this podcast, there are a lot of journalism students. So they seem to be getting a lot of sort of practical experience even in this setting. So it's this continual learning environment. Why did you choose Ryerson? I've never asked you that.
Well, it's very simple. I chose Ryerson due to its degree of accessibility.
Not because of the coat of arms, because they have sheep in the coat of arms or anything. That's how I chose Ryerson.
I chose it. Well, I chose it. No, the Access Center. To be honest with you, I got accepted to UFT in York as well, and once I saw Ryerson, I immediately said yes. I didn't even go to York or UFT to check it out.
It seems like a cool place here.
It's amazing.
Well, they have pizza.
They do, and they have a wonderful Access Center, like I alluded to earlier. So
yeah,
it's great all around.
So what's the rest of your day looking like now?
The rest of my day, I'm getting picked up in an hour, so I think it's time for a beer.
Okay, and that concludes this podcast. Thank you very much.